creepy is this? This is one of the more bizarre things I've ever gotten to do. And we are right now inside Ted Bundy's car. The car. Right now.
I know you gonna dig this. Get funky with me.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So here I am in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Smoky Mountains, Dollywood, and the Alcatraz East Crime Museum. Now this place has so many true crime artifacts. I've not been inside yet. All I know is what we are about to see together is some of the craziest stuff that I know of. There's certain names that are coming to mind right now, like John Dillinger, OJ Simpson, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy. And as somebody who covers a lot of true crime, who does a lot of videos about true crime, has always had an interest in true crime, we are going to go inside, and we've been allowed special access to a few things. Ted Bundy's car he owned when he was on his spree out west back in the 70s. It's VW Bug. Everything is gated behind, like you can't really go so close to these artifacts, some of these things. We have been allowed special access. We're going to go inside Ted Bundy's car. I'm still a little... There's a certain gentleman who reached out to me. Well, I reached out to him about a different video I did. And he allowed me to use some of his footage that he had shot to do with another video that I did about 6 months ago. We became friends. We had dinner not too long ago in Florida. And he informed me that he owns a lot of the artifacts that are here at this crime museum. And one of those being Ted Bundy's car. And he said, would you like to go see it? Would you like to go inside it? I get you access. I said yes. Now, he's the greatest guy ever. He doesn't like to put his name out there. He's more about his collection than his name. A lot of the people that donate this stuff, they don't give the name out. This gentleman, though, big shout out. You know who you are. I love you, man. Thank you so much for this access. All right, that's it. Let's go inside. See what we can see here at the Alcatraz East Crime Museum. And we're gonna go inside Ted Bundy's VW Bug. The VW Bug. It's not the getaway car at the end that he stole. The one he stole in Florida. That one was given back to the owner, actually. This is the one he was driving out west. Now, if you come here, you are not allowed flash photography or to use or to video or anything. We're giving special permission, as I said, thankfully. Thank you to Amy. Thank you to Janine. Lovely, lovely people who work here, and in coordination with the gentleman whose artifacts we're going to see up close. Of course, I haven't been inside yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to blow our minds. All right, viewers, friends, let's go inside. So when you enter, it's all about Alcatraz. And I do have a video about Alcatraz. Oh, I'm falling up the stairs. Inmates are only allowed to speak with each other at meal times or during recreation breaks. This rule was discontinued in the 30s. They only had 4 rights, inmates: food, clothing, shelter, medical care. Anything above and beyond that was considered to be a privilege and a luxury. So yeah, it's all to do with Alcatraz. As soon as you come in, solitary confinement. Solitary confinement cells were the largest in Alcatraz. Huh. Wow. So those tongs were used to, this is not at Alcatraz, This is in the 15th century. Those tongs were used to tear strips of flesh from an accused person. This was used to chop off hands of people accused of theft. This axe right here. Okay. So here, Bonnie and Clyde. You guess who it is. Ma Barker. Ma Barker. Who's this dude? Oh, Pretty Boy Floyd. Not so pretty. And here we go. I know who this is. My wife made me do it. Who am I? That's Machine Gun Kelly. And to quote Eminem, you sound like a bitch, bitch. Machine Gun Kelly. That's Machine Gun Kelly. How you gonna name yourself after a damn gun and have a man bun? And now we're getting into serial killer territory. Jeffrey Dahmer's handcuffs. Signature of Jeffrey Dahmer there. He's received an enormous amount of mail and money, mostly from females who never knew him. Wow. These are receipts for 5 postcards leaving the prison. That's a Otis Toole self-portrait. Signed by Charles Manson, a baseball. Ted Bundy's dental casts. Typewriter used by Ted Bundy. Oh my God. Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses. John Wayne Gacy. 29 bodies buried underneath his house in the crawl space. I've done a video on John Wayne Gacy, and this is the little Gacy exhibit. I've got his paint set, his typewriter. He wrote a book, A Question of Doubt. Okay, Gacy. This was one of his jackets. It's what he was wearing when he was arrested. Here's his wallet, credit cards, Radio Shack. Wow. There is an item here on display. Now look at here, pogo, patches. See here, his famous clown suits. So this Patches clown suit, I believe it was the Patches one, he wore a specific wig. That wig is not on display, but it is here at the museum. And we're gonna get an exclusive look at that wig right now. So here are the clown suits. That's his famous one, Pogo. Pogo was a tranquilizer for me, he said. When I was Pogo, I was in another world. But he didn't kill anybody in character. Fear of clowns is associated with John Wayne Gacy too to this day. So this is Patches, that outfit. Let's get a look at that wig. So this is Allie, the artifacts manager, right? Curator. And this is an item owned by a mutual friend of ours who set this up for me. And this was worn with his Patches the Clown outfit, right? I believe it's in the Patches the Clown. John Wayne Gacy, notorious serial killer, one of the worst human beings ever. This is his wig.
Yeah, so this item has actually never been on display.
Right.
So we pulled it out of the vault today just so that you guys could take a look at it. But it has never been on display in our museum. I'm not sure if it's been displayed anywhere else, but since we have had it, it has been held in storage. But yep, this is his wig.
Yeah, it was described to me as candy apple clown wig. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what that is.
Yep.
Wow.
It is a very specific color of red.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. That is really creepy, huh?
It is. It's definitely one of the creepier items that we have in storage or even on display.
Wow. Can I see the inside again?
Sure.
What it says on the inside? Say where it was made or 100% what?
It's mod acrylic fiber. It's of Japanese origin. Wig was made in Korea. And it looks like cane Callan, I believe, is what the material is called.
Cane Callan. John Wayne Gacy's wig. My God. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, anytime.
Wow. So there you go. That was incredible. Thank you to the people who work here and to the gentleman who owns these items. Well, he doesn't own these ones. He owns the wig and a few of the other items that we've been seeing around here. Incredible. So this paint set belonged to him while he was on death row. He created over 2,000 pieces of art. His paintings sold for thousands of dollars. The lighting and things like that here is great while you're in here, but it may not be the best for filming. That's why I'm saying you've got to come here. See, if you're a true crime, if you have interest in true crime, I don't like the word true crime fan. But if you're someone who's, or the term true crime fan, it's something you gotta see. This was seized at the Barker Ranch on October 12, 1969. Of course, that's where Manson and his family were hiding out outside of Los Angeles. That's his guitar. The pizza bomber neck cut. Oh my goodness, and gun cane. I did a video about the pizza bomber. That was wild. That's Erie, Pennsylvania. So this okay, these are replicas. These ones here are not the actual ones, but still, that's what the bomb looked like. That was around his neck. He claims he was forced to rob a bank, otherwise they were going to detonate it. And Brian Wells did not make it out of that. But apparently he was in on it. You'll see if you watch my video. Oh, Charles Whitman, this is the rifle, the shooting spree, the University of Texas. Killed 16 people. So apparently the piece of tape on the stock features his handwritten sightings for the scope. Wow. Rubble from the buildings. So Natalie Holloway, of course, the girl that went missing in Aruba. And that piece of dirt, Joran van der Sloot, who confessed to it. Apparently he did confess, right? Remains officially unsolved. But this is an exact replica of what she was wearing. It's a duplicate. The store saved a duplicate of what she was wearing in case for her mother, Natalie Holloway's mother, Beth, for comparison in the event that evidentiary materials were discovered. Cold cases: Tupac, Biggie, John Bonet, Amber Hagerman, the Amber Alert, Black Dahlia, Jimmy Hoffa. Wow. Real cast of characters here. Jesus. Jeffrey Epstein, Larry Nassar, the USA Gymnastics team, the doctor, right? Harvey Weinstein, Warren Jeffs, Manson family, Jim Jones, David Koresh. The more doors do not open. Wow. Fascinating. It's all about John Kennedy here. Marilyn Monroe dress. She's seen worn publicly several times before her death. It's all about JFK. So they are police lineups. What up, cuz? What did you do? Oh, this is how you stand behind and look at them. He's super casual. He's like, I didn't do it. You think he did it right away because just look at him. You know, the way he's got slouched down. So he's being super casual, playing off like, you know, whatever, it's not me, come on. This guy's playing up the whole, yeah, I'm evil, look at my face, look at the way I'm looking, look at the way I'm standing. But then you got Malibu's Most Wanted here. He's scared shitless inside. You did it, let's go. Number three, step forward, please. What I do, player. Famous mugshots is Hugh Grant, Jim Morrison. Bill Gates, Mickey Rourke, Nick Nolte, possibly the best one of all time. So many. Let's flip open. Yeah, Lucky Luciano. This is what's his face, David Berkowitz. Video on him. Wow, Casey Anthony trial. This is what the judge wore, the robe during the Casey Anthony trial. My God. Items belonging to little Kaylee. Of course, the infamous basketball card. Mark Jackson. Who did he play for? The Knicks. They were at a Knicks game. You can see the Menendez brothers to the left there of the ball for facing. It's the Menendez brothers out at a game after they had murdered their parents. This place is huge. More things you gotta come see. Zip gun, brass pistol. Oh, that's really, wow. Felt like you're right there, kind of. I turn the corner. That's very it's like a mind F. Prisons, Sing Sing, San Quentin, Attica. Wow, prison tattoos. the gentleman who's given us special access to the Ted Bundy's car owns this electric chair as well. See, Tennessee electric chair. Lethal injection machine. Gas chamber. Electric chair helmet. Those are restraints used for an electric chair. Oh, this is from Toronto. I don't know why I got so excited. This is a noose used at the Don Jail. The Don Jail is just down off the Don Valley Parkway. If you're from Toronto, you know where the Don Jail is. Infamous jail in Toronto. Wow. Handcuffs worn by prisoners on their way to be executed at the Don Jail in Toronto, Canada. Here's where it's about to get crazy. Here is Ted Bundy's Volkswagen Beetle. Right here. And we're about to go inside. August 15th, 1975. He was pulled over by the police. They found a crowbar, large box of green plastic garbage bags, an ice pick, flashlight, gloves, torn strips of sheeting, ski mask, handcuffs, and a strange mask made from pantyhose. And the passenger seat had been removed and placed in the back seat. He was arrested for evading an officer, but was released despite all of that. 6 days later, he was arrested for possession of burglary tools. Police took several photos of the interior and exterior of Bundy's car, but again, he was released on bail. The next day, he thoroughly cleaned out this car and sold it to a teenager. So later, they tracked down the Volkswagen to search for further evidence, and they found hairs that matched victims. And of course, he escaped after he was found guilty and spending some time in prison. So he was arrested in an orange VW Beetle in Florida. VW Beetle, not Beagle, in Florida. This is the one we're going inside now. This is the one he owned for the longest period of time. This is his own personal car. So many horrible things happen inside this car. Let's go.
Well, they're awaiting our decision here as to what we're going to do.
When have you make that decision?
Brad, I cannot tell you at this time when the decision will be made. We are continuing our investigation locally. I understand that the decision will be made after all investigations.
Golden said request for expedition will be forthcoming.
Now you're going to notice that inside the car, it's missing a lot of things. It's kind of been stripped. That's on purpose. The owner of the car now had an idea that possibly when it was purchased, when they purchased it, that by shipping it from the West Coast to the East Coast, that it might be stripped of some of the items inside the car that would normally be here. So he had them separately removed and shipped to a undisclosed location, which one day I think we're going to be able to go see here on my channel. And he's got everything that was in the car, not his crime kit, not Ted Bundy's crime kit, parts of the car that you see missing. But this is the most access you're ever going to see inside Ted Bundy's car right here. We are inside Ted Bundy's car. Wow. right behind the main barrier where all the famous cars are, but we're right up close with Ted Bundy's. Wow.
From Seattle, Washington to Tallahassee, Florida, and was just last week placed on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. Since his arrest in Pensacola Wednesday, he has been intensively interrogated about the budgeting of 5 FSU co-eds in mid-January. There was a hefty payout development that began with a news conference early this morning. Here's State Attorney Curtis Golden said Florida officials have first claim on a much sought-after suspect.
Nobody's been inside this car in a long time. We're beyond the barriers here. And here we are. This is Ted Bundy's car. What? How creepy is this? This is one of the more bizarre things I've ever gotten to do. And we are right now inside Ted Bundy's car. The car. Right now.
1975 murder of a young Michigan nurse. He was from a jail near Aspen, and he escaped on December the 31st. He remained at large until 1:30 a.m. Wednesday when he met Pensacola.
Hotel, and it was noted that there was a suspicious vehicle behind the building. And,
What did he do?
initially, when I was placing the handcuffs on, he kicked my feet out from under me and struck me with a handcuff that had been placed on one wrist.
Said resisting arrest with violence, and he remains jailed without bond.
That would be Ted's point of view. What a vile creature. Oh, God. Stop Bonnie Clark's death car. That is at Whiskey Pete's in Prim, Nevada, and I have a video about that. This was used in the movie Bonnie and Clyde. Faye Dunaway, Warren Beatty, great movie. John Dillinger's 1933 Essex Terraplane. It's very early in the morning for me, I'm sorry. Dillinger's car. So here I have OJ Simpson's golf clubs. Mr. Simpson, you can see it says there. Wow. Now if you look here, there's the Bronco, 1993 Ford Bronco being chased by the police, right? Al Cowlings, OJ's friend, fellow football player, friend since childhood. That's the car he was driving during the getaway. And that's the car right there. OJ, of course, had a white Bronco. They had identical cars. So that one, after they were, Ron and Nicole, after they were murdered, the police found blood on OJ's Bronco and they confiscated it. And even though it belonged to the rental company Hertz had given him a car. Of course, OJ, famous spokesman for Hertz. The forensics team dismantled OJ's car, going through it piece by piece. But this is the actual getaway car. So Al Cowlings' car. This is the OJ car. Wow. I did an extensive video on OJ, and this is just wild to see. Wow. Infamous car chase. This is owned by a private collector. Can't get inside this one, not the same person who owns Bundy's car over there. You know, it's wild. OJ, of course, in the back seat. Al Cowlings driving. Gift shop. Unbelievable, this place. Unreal. Wow. Well, that was wild. I really, really suggest that if you're in Knoxville area, Chattanooga, Pigeon Forge, we want to make a special trip to Pigeon Forge. Come here. Come to the Alcatraz East Crime Museum. Incredible. Thank you to everyone that works here. Everyone was so nice, so helpful. Those things we got to see, you don't get to see too often. The wig inside the car. And thanks to gentleman who owned these items and setting me up, and we'll have dinner again soon. We're gonna do something else together on the channel coming up, I bet. Love you, man. Thank you, and thank you to everyone for watching. Please come here to the Alcatraz East Crime Museum. You're gonna love it. It is so cool and a little creepy. It's creepy, but so it should be. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.